and welcome to a new episode of Score Sheet. When our players are outside playing in any international competition, there's another taste of victory. Whenever they are the reasons behind raising the Egyptian flag, whenever they are the reasons behind listening to the Egyptian national anthem, it's another joy. And well, whenever you're meeting with one of them, it's another glorious day. I am in one of those glorious days, as I do have a very special guest. Right after the short break, I'm going to be back with the nice young lady I do have today. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Noreen Boulos. Noreen is a champion in modern pentathlon, and she returned back just a few weeks ago from Poland, where she was participating in the World Championship. And guess what? She was part of the team where they clinched the second position. And I think that if they worked harder, they would clinch even the first position. What's the story behind Noreen when she started playing modern pentathlon? Why modern pentathlon 5 games in 1 game? These questions and more with my dear guest. Noreen, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm very much honored to have you here. And let's start from scratch, as I said. Since when you're practicing modern pentathlon here?
I was just practicing when I was 6 years old. And it all came up with just a test from swimming. And then we came up, our coach...
What's the secret that most of the modern pentathlon athletes were swimmers in the first place?
Yeah, because we didn't know modern pentathlon that much. It's not a popular sport, but now it is more popular.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I just started with a test. And then a head coach saw me swimming, and he told me like you can go to modern pentathlon, which is 5 sports. And we didn't know what are the 5 sports at the very beginning. And then we went swimming and running only. Then we came up with the fencing, then shooting, and then riding. So I came up with the 5 sports at the end.
Yeah. And which is your favorite?
Mine is like shooting is my best because I like aiming so much.
Yeah. But even after the new regulations, I think that there are new regulations introduced, especially in shooting.
No, new regulations are like
you're that young.
Yeah, they are
okay.
like, yeah. I think they are like when we were shooting bullets.
Yeah.
It was a bit harder because Air Force.
Yeah.
Shaking
May I
your
ask you a question?
So yeah.
If you don't want to say, okay.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Okay, then you are practicing modern pentathlon for 13 years now.
Yeah.
There's always a turning point, Noreen.
Yeah.
When you decided that this is going to be your forever sport?
I was like...
whenever you were 6, you were that young to choose.
Yes.
But after that, you have all the freedom to choose, all the choices in front of you. You did not choose to be totally dedicated to one of the sports. You were now dedicated to 5 sports at a time.
Yeah, I'll show up a secret. Yeah, it was from, I kept 7 years not winning a single medal. I was like running and swimming like this. And then I came up with my first medal in a very small competition, but it was like the first medal, so I was very happy. And I felt what it meant
what a
to
medal
have a
is.
medal. Yes. So I kept on moving. So it was my sport. I felt it was my sport.
Yeah.
That field.
When was your very first international competition?
Very first international competition was on 14th of August 2014.
Okay.
It was the first competition. It was in Spain. I remember it so much, and it was like the best experience. I was so happy to represent Egypt and outside Egypt.
This is exactly what I wanted to ask about.
Yeah.
How was it? I mean, how have you felt the story? I mean, it's a kind of a sense of responsibility, and in the same time practicing your favorite sport. It's a kind of enjoying and in the same time feeling that stressed because you were carrying this big name, Egypt. Tell me about all you have had inside. I mean,
inside I was like stressed like any athlete for the first time traveling outside Egypt to represent Egypt.
And you were only 14.
Yes, I was like 14 or 13 even.
Yeah.
I was younger than the age. I was one of the youngest in the team. Feeling adrenaline rush every time I go like to the swimming pool or something, but it was really good experience. It was first competition, so not that much stress when you're going to have a medal or going to win, but it built up experience.
This is what I wanted to speak about. Tell me about the gradual experiences, the accumulated experience you have had through participating in international competitions and the trips outside Egypt.
Yeah, it began with Spain.
With Spain first?
First, and then we went to other competitions everywhere, like Poland or Hungary or Czech Republic. We came with important competitions like youth championships, world championships, and really small competitions for just practicing. And I won a lot of medals.
Who is deciding for you, dear? I mean, it's your decision or the coach's decision or the federation's decision?
It's the federation's decision who will travel each competition according to the rank, national rank we do in the national competitions we play here.
We are going to turn back to your international competitions, but let me have a quick look at your lifestyle. Because whenever you are, I'm not going to say a pro, but you are practicing 5 sports and you are of course studying and you do have your social life and you do have your family. I don't know how they are looking at this because of course you do have sessions of training, especially these sessions should be intensified when you are preparing for an event. Tell me about how you're managing all this. What are you studying, by the way?
I'm studying engineering in AAST, Arab Academy of Science.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's very tiny. I mean, I don't know how this very tiny, little, young, beautiful lady is going to be an engineer one day. Why engineering?
Because I loved math one day, and I got 4.
I wish you the best of luck. Okay. How you can manage?
I'm managing it but a bit by bit. It became like my lifestyle. When I started, I just started swimming and running, so it was easy a bit. And then adding a sport by sport wasn't that difficult, but it came up like a tough life now. But there is time for life, for life, for enjoying your social life. And I'm trying to manage my time.
Every time I have a champ here, I'm honored to have a champ here, I ask this question. There were a lot of sacrifices they are doing whenever they felt the joy of winning a medal, like what you've kindly mentioned. So hanging out with friends is not going to be that easy. Going to the cinema with the family, going even in a summer holiday or something. No, I do have a training session. No, I do have a championship where I'm going to go. No, guys, you can eat this, I cannot eat that. I should take care even of the fast food I have because of the doping issue and stuff. Yes. Tell me how you are managing. All this, I mean.
Of course, I'm preventing my family from traveling a lot of places, like North Coast and
wherever.
Yes, but yeah, we are going with it. We are living it, so we can feel. I feel the joy of my family, all family, supporting me when I get a medal. Only a medal, the smile on my
On their
mom's face
faces.
or on my family's face, and my grandpa who stand for me a lot, it's worth it. Yeah.
Now, whenever there is a competition here in Egypt, they come to cheer for you and support
Of
you.
course, they come.
Tell me the facial expressions of your mom with your first medal.
The first medal was like she went yeah,
Crazy with joy.
Yes,
Yeah.
she was really happy and glad. But in the competition, I tried to ignore my mom's face because she's so under pressure, even more than me. So
Sure. I am a mom and I know what you're talking about. Okay.
It's so hard.
The other side of the coin, whenever I see my daughter, her character is formed in a better way. More self-confidence.
More responsibility, I think.
Shouldering the responsibility, communication skills.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how to deal with others. You can easily be connected to people. I think you, your mom, your friends, your relatives, they notice the difference. True?
Yes, of course, it's true. They know that. I was shy, very shy when I was young, but when I went to a national competition or just going with my team, I had to be tougher a bit so I could keep on my positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which relay, which discipline do you prefer? I mean, individual, in teams, which is which?
I like relays so much, but I didn't take that really good. But individual playing also, you're playing for yourself.
Yeah.
So you must keep on going.
Why I'm asking this question, Noreen, because also whenever there are teams, I found all the members of one team, they are related to each other as if they were family.
Yes.
I mean, they are not even friends anymore. They are siblings. Tell me about the relations between you and your teammates.
We are, you know, like, we go to we go after training to.
No, I mean the bond between you.
Yeah.
The relation. I know it's becoming closer and closer with more time spent, with more as you are spending with them. You are spending with them much time than what.
Stronger, I think, than even school or university.
And this is what I wanted to hear.
Yes, we're like family.
I mean, with your own way of dealing with others, or the coach, for example, the coaches, whenever they are that smart, they would promote this bond. They would do anything
even if
to have this bond closer, because this bond, I think, can be one of the main reasons, keys of success.
Yes, it's the main key of the success. Even if the coach isn't that good or something, with this motivation or this words he's giving me, and my friends just keeping on giving me, we don't think of giving up this.
I think you would understand each other from with eye contact.
Yes, only eye contact.
I know the story. And by the way, this young lady is going to tell me more, but right after the short break. Welcome back. Some of the photos we were watching, it was your reception after returning back from Poland, where I think representatives from many institutions, namely the armed forces, were there to receive you in the airport with flowers.
Yes, there were a lot of flowers.
In addition to your family, your families, of course. How was it?
Yeah, it was really grateful having such experience. Yeah, my mom it was the first time getting flowers and getting my grandpa as a surprise at the airport, and she got a balloon written on it my name, as I was 12th in the individual in this competition.
And in teams.
And in teams we came with the silver medal after the Russians.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you expected this medal, Noreen?
I was expecting even gold medal, but
wow.
But yeah, some difficulties. And,
what? Tell me about these difficulties. What happened?
We are playing as a team, so if anyone thought of giving up a bit, it comes in points.
Yeah.
Reducing points, and we wanted.
You know what?
Each
I'm asking this because I do remember well that Aya Madani was about to clinch a medal in the Olympic Games, but it was the horse.
Yeah, yes.
It was the horse, which was a main reason behind depriving Egypt from clinching a medal in modern pentathlon, despite the fact that Aya was one of those who were that great.
She's a legend.
Her name is written in Guinness record.
Yes.
When she was 18, she was clinching medals in the youth and the seniors in the very same time. By the way, we do have Aya Madani, Yasser Hifni, Umniya Fakhri, the Gizeris. We do have many names, and now Ahmed Al-Gindi, Salma Abdel Maqsood, Heidi Adel.
Yes.
So we do have generations of modern pentathlon. So I think that this continuation is going to be great. Who is your favorite, by the way, your role model?
My role model is my mom.
No, I mean your role model in modern pentathlon. I promise you are going to send your mom a message, but not now.
Yes, okay.
Your role model in modern pentathlon. Whether, by the way, Egyptian or no?
I don't think it's someone special. I want to be my own unique character.
Great.
Yeah.
But for example, when you were in Poland recently, I think whenever you are watching the Russians, for example, the Polish, the Eastern Europeans, they do have a style or a way of dealing with the five games. Which was your favorite, and how you taught yourself how to benefit from each tactics?
I like watching riding so much because I learn some techniques from it, and I learn even each horse what it does, and how even if this horse came to me, what shall I do? So horse riding, I think it's the best experience when you watch someone riding it, and even in fencing. Some techniques were like great, and I must watch fencers before I go to matches, so I can do some techniques or some
bit by bit. With riding, for example, there are theories. I don't know if this is implemented on the ground or no. If you know well how to have a contact in a way with your horse, so you are going to be one body.
Yes.
And then you can do miracles. True?
It's true till some extent.
Yeah.
But you have to ride it, and there are some like riding schools. So Europeans, for example, ride in a way, and here we ride in a way.
The Africans.
Each in USA, for example, ride in a way different from Hungarians.
Depending on the species of the horse, it's
speed and it's
speed and size, because if it is that big,
if it's bigger, it's better.
Yeah.
Because it passes obstacles so easy.
But you are very tiny.
Yeah, no, there are some tiny horses. There are some very tiny here in Egypt.
I mean, how the hell do you prefer bigger horses?
Bigger horses feel obstacles smaller, so
Yeah.
it's easier to
But to
jump.
control it, how you can have this ability, because this is, I think, it needs a lot of training and it needs a special way of dealing with the horse.
Yes, especially experience.
Yeah.
Experience is very important key in riding horses.
Yeah.
Experience and how to learn from your mistakes from each course you ride.
This was my coming question regarding the mistakes, or how to benefit, how to, I mean, to limit or to decide what the mistake is and how to fix it. Because now I think you are very lucky, this generation I mean, just on YouTube, you are gonna choose, in fencing, if we're going to speak about Egypt, of course, Ala Abul Qasim, for example,
Yes.
and you are gonna watch him, how he is maneuvering, how he is practicing, how he is even the point with which he clinched a medal. So you can learn from him just on YouTube, and you can implement this on all the other sports. Do you do this? I mean, is this something which you put in mind today? I'm going just to be totally dedicated to fencing, so I'm going to watch blah blah blah, so on so. True?
It's now easier. It's much easier to go to YouTube and watch.
I mean, do you do
things.
that, Noreen?
I do it, but not that much. But we have to do it more.
So what do you do?
with it.
I mean, if you want to fix a weak point in your performance, do you practice, or do you watch, or do you consult to your coach, or all this together, or your even teammates?
I sometimes go to YouTube and watch, but most of the time I ask my coaches which is better. Because, for example, I watched once riding course, and I found something for jumping on the obstacle, like a movement, certain movement. When I did it in training, my coach told me it's not for your course. It's just for jumping higher obstacles.
Okay.
So I don't go for watching YouTube and doing it without referring to your coach.
Sure.
First. Just consulting him is much better.
Tell me about your coach now, Egyptian or foreigner?
No, they are Egyptians.
Tell me about them.
There are a lot of coaches. For running, for example, it's Coach Mohammed Ismail. For fencing, it's Coach Mu'min Said. For swimming, it's Coach Tariq Labib. And for riding, it's Coach Yusuf Galal and Captain Bakr.
Between you and me,
Yes.
nobody is going to listen to this.
Yeah, okay.
This is a secret.
Okay.
Tell me how the coaches are dealing with you. I mean, with you all. Because I think one of the main missions of a coach is to understand the psychic state of each player.
Yes.
Maybe there is a very fragile but talented player, so he should be dealt in a very delicate way. And others are that tough and they are more than self-confident, so they should be dealt with in another way. You know, there are such differences. What the coaches are doing with you, I really pity them.
Coaches, they try to deal with each personality alone, but when it comes to training, they sometimes we go as a group, so we challenge each other without dealing with the coach so much. But there are coaches who are really talented in this point, which makes even training easier and going like what he's saying exactly.
Yeah. And what are the differences you've noticed during the years? I mean, of course, the coaches were dealing with you as a kid when you were 6 to 9, 12, for example, and when you were older, the tactics, the ways are different.
Yeah.
True?
Yes, it's true, but my personality, I'm honest from being a child, so I don't like to be like, oh, I'm tired and that stuff, and my coaches know so much that issue. So when I say I'm tired, so I'm tired, and it's
good for you, dear.
Yes, it's being from a kid. That's why I'm.
Tell me about the relation between your coaches and your family, because there should be a kind of a relation, of course.
Of course.
Because there are things which cannot be fixed except if there is a kind of a connection in a way. If they are contacting each other, it's for the best interest of you.
My mom, I think she talks to even every coach, and she has a group on WhatsApp to deal with each coach if there's anything he wants to tell her or to reach me, and even without telling me that a coach told her or something, but I know. That's a way to reach me.
Let's go to Poland.
Yes.
And to start from scratch there. Okay. Tell me about the organization of the event. Tell me about how you have had in mind that, oh, we are going to turn back with a medal to Egypt. Tell me about the level, the standard of the players. Tell me in the first moment, this is exactly what you've said. Oh, the Russians are going to do it. Oh, the Polish are going to do it. No, I'm afraid that the Chinese, for example, are going to make something unexpected. Tell me, how have you had a panoramic view in the very first days?
Yeah, we went like 3 days earlier, so we had training with the other countries who came. We know some athletes already, of course. Yeah. Yes, so we knew who could catch the medal or something, and it was like the organization of World Championships is different from any other championship. There are some rules must be put. For example, the hotels must be better, and must be near to the competitions arenas. But for Jonków, for example, Jonków is the place we played in Poland. It's done like for modern pentathlon. It's like an Olympic center, so everything is beside each other, which is something really important in our sport, because we go from an arena to an arena very fast. This is something good, and of course the swimming and the running and all the referees are like, they take better standards than the normal ones or in the national competitions, and it was really a good.
So you enjoyed your time there,
yes,
whether for the organization or the level or standard of players, and you said that you already knew some of the athletes.
Yes.
When you said, or when you had this feeling, we are going to catch a medal,
I think after the riding course, I didn't think that it was the first competition for me for juniors. So I didn't think that riding would be much easier than senior, much easier.
Yeah.
So when I finished the senior competition here in Egypt, I went to the final. After my riding course, there wasn't a great difference in my position.
Yeah.
But after the riding in Poland, I came up from the 22nd to the 14th, which I thought so
such a jump, a
yes,
leap. Yeah.
So I thought we were going to take a medal.
And great, you already clinched the medal.
Yes.
Noreen, Tokyo.
Yeah.
Tokyo 2020 is coming closer and closer. What are you going to do? And tell me about the dream of representing Egypt in Tokyo.
It's always everyone's or every athlete's dream to go to
Olympic Games.
Olympic Games, of course. But we'll try so much to do whatever we can do and fight for the last moment and never give up until we go to Olympics.
Noreen, tell me your feelings. For example, last year, when Ahmed El Gindi was chosen as the best athlete, best sports person in 2018.
I was incredibly glad.
Tell me.
Yes, he just put himself in front of everyone. He didn't mind if Russians or Chinese or whoever is competing with him, and he did it. So that's really great for our.
This is what I wanted to hear from you.
Yes.
What have you had in mind? I mean, your impression. I mean, if I'm going to ask you a question, why Ahmed El Gindi deserved to be this person with prizes, with awards, with being that much admired, appreciated by others. What are the qualities of such a champ?
Yeah, I think every champion has a supporter behind him, and I know so much his mother is a great supporter.
As your mom?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
she's a great supporter to him, and the qualities of such a champ is like he was Ahmed Al-Gindi, who was never known 2 years ago, and now he's Ahmed Al-Gindi, who played a lot of competitions and not even giving up in each and every competition and playing it till the last moment.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Same story about Heidi Adel, because
Yes.
those two names in specific, I think they are writing their names a day after the other in the world of modern pentathlon with very confident steps.
Yes.
So when you see those models in front of you, I mean, how do you think that this is going to continue and to be contagious? I mean, to move from a name to the other, to have another or a third, fourth generation of modern pentathlon athletes. What to do? I mean, what do you need? I mean, of course you do have the support of your family,
Yes.
but what do you need as a federation, state, facilities, what? Training camps, for example, outside Egypt, you want to have other coaches from different countries, foreign coaches, I mean, what? I want to mention so many names, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because this is what I want, because you are very talented, you seem very much dedicated, you're very honest, as you mentioned, and I knew it, by the way. Tell me what other things which can be provided to you to reach this point.
I think like if coaches regulate every step we can do, and taking my own decisions, even if it's wrong, and learning from it would be a way. Even if we took like camps outside Egypt, it would be of course better, because we're for example for fencing we are learning from even as I said before, we are learning in the competitions, but even if we had camps, it would be more experience to gain from fencing. Riding, it would be better to play in each and every country if we could, because we don't know the horse we are going to get.
That's sure.
Yes, so if we trained on many kinds of horses, it would be good. If we took like riding, we got as a federation some horses, that would be better, because we have shortage in our horses. That's for riding and fencing. Shooting, I think nothing to be done more. Running and swimming are like time sports, so you have to regulate them so much together, because it's like energy that's consumed, but we have to consume it in a way to recover much after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your nutrition, because
Yes.
this is very important.
It's very, very important.
Yeah. Are you, it's on your own, I mean, you are totally responsible for that, or you do have a nutritionist, or let me say a scientific advisor, I don't know.
Yeah, I go to Dr. Riham. She's my nutritionist. Yeah, we have to like go with the schedule she's writing. Each training we have certain food to eat before and after the training. Even before the competition, there's something like called carb loading, to have more energy in your competition, because we are playing 5 sports, not just
because
one.
of this I'm asking, because this nutrition here is very important.
Yeah, and even inside the competition, there are some food must be eaten between each.
But you're not on supplements.
No.
Great.
I don't take supplements. No, because supplements are not good after a while.
So you are doing this, I mean, this is your own choice, or all the players, each has her or his own nutritionist or a specialist regarding this?
I think most of the athletes have their own way, or own nutritionist.
I mean, on your own, I mean, this is a private issue, or you are ordered you're instructed, let me say, by your coach to take care of this, and on a scientific basis, not to be,
like eating anything.
I mean, there are unfortunately many examples which food or contaminated food, to be accurate, was behind an issue with them.
Yes.
So was it the instructions of the coach, or is it the regulations or the rules by the federation, or what?
No, it's not rules, but I wasn't going with a nutritionist, so I felt like weak, and my muscles are fragile, or my bones are fragile, and I didn't notice the difference unless
after consulting a nutritionist.
After a nutritionist, even if you are tired a bit from going with a schedule, it's really routine, daily routine that you want to break. So you can like tell your nutritionist that you want a break for some time, and then complete your schedule normally.
And also, it's according to your state. It's according to each body has its needs.
Yes.
I mean, and it's according to many calculations. She, whenever she is responsible, whenever she is shouldering this responsibility, I know that she is going to take care of you. Since we mentioned nutrition and food, we should also mention doping.
Yes.
How do you take care of this? Because this is another nightmare right now. Even it was in South Korea, in this competition in which Farida Othman was participating in, a Russian swimmer returned back home after after being tested positive for one of the supplements.
Yes.
I don't know if it's going to be discovered if she's innocent or no, but of course it was such a shock. I mean, such a bad feeling. Oh, you should return home, you're not going to compete. How you can prevent this from happening, Noreen?
I'm preventing this from happening most of the time by not taking supplements. I don't take
This is number one.
Yes,
number two?
That's number two. Number two, if I eat the normal food, we don't have any problem in it. If I like think there is something or like this in the ingredients, or I don't know some of the ingredients, but I consult my coach. Should I drink that sports drink, for example, like Gatorade or something? But not those drinks we know. When we go outside, we don't know most of the drinks, so we ask our coaches
what to do.
To see it.
Well, right after the short break, we're going to be back. Stay tuned. Unforgettable moments, of course, when you're wearing the medal. Tell me about the relation of the team and the federation. I had the honor to have engineer Sharif Al-Ayan for more than once, and as if he knew everyone in name. I mean, the names of each player. And when he was the head of many delegations for Egypt outside Egypt, he returned back also with knowing each athlete with everything about him or her, with all the details where everything happened to him. Tell me about the relations between you as a team and you as an athlete and the Egyptian Federation of Modern Pentathlon.
There are a lot of things to say. First of all, yeah, we have. When I want to join for a competition, for example, we go to ask him and take his
Consultation.
Yes, and experience if this competition is good enough to go or there is something more important to go to.
Yeah.
We go.
Yeah.
Yes, and then.
There is also Mr. Awad Sami, and there are.
He once was my fencing coach.
Wow.
Yes, he was.
Tell me.
Yeah, he was my fencing coach for some time, but he left now for Turkey, and the Federation.
Yeah, okay.
Fencing coach.
Returning back to you and to the coming competition, you said that you're going to go to China?
Yes, we are going to the CISM, with a military competition.
Wow.
We are going to be like have stars or something like
yeah.
we are
Ranks.
armed. Yes,
yeah.
We will be like army going to represent Egypt. It will be in October, from 17th till 28th of October.
Yeah. How have you decided to go? Is it the federation also?
Yeah.
I mean, it's your. I mean, you were chosen because of the ranks and points.
We are four girls now chosen to the competition. Me and Sundus, Salma, and Marim Amir.
Yeah.
We are going to present.
What are you going to do from now till October? I mean, it's just 2 months, so it's not a big time.
Yes.
It's very short. So how do you, I mean, prepare for the competition?
We are going to prepare. Of course, we'll take a Adha break because it's the end of our season and we came up with a lot of competitions last year. And then we'll start training afterwards, exactly, till the competition.
Tell me about the schedule. I mean, you do have a day. What's your routine? I mean, your daily routine. What you are going to do just a month before the competition? I mean, how you are going to spend September?
Yes, for example, my day is going like this. Swimming first at 6 a.m. and then fitness, and then afterwards is a day with fencing and a day with running and shooting. And then the recovery is on Friday, it's off. Till the competition, but before the competition with 1 or 2 weeks, my training must be a little bit less to make more energy.
A kind of recovery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a kind of.
And this is, of course, implemented with each. I mean, all of you are doing the same.
Yeah.
Because why I'm asking this, because you said that you are going to travel with another 3, so 4 are chosen. I mean, you are going to work as a team.
Yes.
You know each other long ago, so you do not need time to harmonize. You already
we already know each other so much.
Yeah. I'm asking also this question, Noreen, because I want to know, for example, you know, the weak point is Mariam is that. My weak point is that. I mean, with Salma, I'm going to fix this because she cannot do that better. I mean, you are...
We are like a team working.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a puzzle, and you are having this puzzle together, bringing it together. Tell me how you are doing this, because I think that this is the way you clinched the medal in Poland, and this is the way you, inshallah, are going to clinch a medal in China. How you are doing this? How you are picking the weak points and working on it?
We could make it by putting like a target for our competition and analyzing the last competition and knowing our weak point.
Who is doing this analysis?
We as athletes must make most of the analysis and then go to our coaches. That's my weak point. That's my weak point. Do you see any weak points? I can add to this list, and then we work on it. Like, for example, me as Noreen, I take like that weak point. I'm going to work on it that week, and another. It's by mental coach, by Dr. Walid Gabr is helping me to do this also.
Mental coach?
Mental coach, yes. Mental training, yes, he has mental training.
Tell me about this mental training issue.
Dr. Warigov is we are doing some, he helps me to put my target or tells me like the form I'm going to put my target. He doesn't put my target as, for example, I must come out from the top 20 in the next competition. And
so this is the target?
Yes, for example, that's the main target of the competition. We put for each event the technique or tactic or the target, small targets, how to reach that goal. And that's for the targets, for example. In each event, there's something like activation and relaxation. He taught me also to do this.
It's like a meditation or something?
Yes.
Or a way of meditation?
For example, something like that. How to like imagine what's going on before the competition to know exactly what you're going to do next day, for example, the day of the match. Not to be surprised of anything done weird or something. For example, what happened to
Since when,
Ahmed
Noreen, you were dealing with a mental trainer or a mental training coach?
For now, since 3 years, and the nutritionist. I started both together. Beside the.
What are the differences you have noticed in your techniques after having those two in your life? I mean, you became more relaxed, for example, more healthy, more fit. Tell me.
I think after the nutrition, as I said, I became like stronger or could keep for longer distances. For example, I'm not that
endurance.
Tired. Yes.
Number one. Number two.
I became for Dr. Walid. I became more self-confident. Knowing what to do and when to do, and time management is very important.
I was waiting for this word, okay, for this term to be accurate. Yeah.
Scheduling everything, and we are doing much more now. I have to like put a schedule for everything because we are going to start our academic year. Yeah. So we must work on time management more for studying and hours to be fit in our schedule for studying, and not to be stopping training for exams or whatever in the academic course.
Noreen, are you a good loser?
I mean, think so.
For example, unfortunate event and you lost. You're defeated in a way. Tears, pressure, tense, I want to be alone, I don't want to see people, stuff like that? Or no, now you are a different person and you really know that sports, it's all the time about victories and defeats, and tomorrow I'm going to be a better person and I'm going to defeat the one who defeated me, and that's it. Which is Noreen?
I'm like what you said first, but for some time, but next day I'm like, whatever, I'm going to do. You
forgot all about the story.
Yes, I'm going to do it stronger and better each day.
Due to you as a person, I mean, this is genetic, for example, or Dr. Walid did something to help you to get out of it? Because this is a very important issue. Whenever there is someone who is that sensitive and it can be depressed or frustrated just like that.
Yes.
And
it can be sports. It can be
sports. Yes. Tell me about this, and how have you fixed this if what I'm talking about was one of your characteristics?
As I told, I was shy, so I was like depressed from everything done wrong or not perfect as I wanted. So I just like said, what would happen if I did that, or I defeated, or I was defeated, or for example, I got a horse which was hard a bit and I couldn't pass the course. It's not the end. It's not the last competition I'm going to play. I'm going to play a lot of competitions more. So what's going to happen?
Yeah.
I just changed the way I thought.
Okay.
That's how I managed to.
But I don't think that this was easy. I mean,
No.
this took time.
Yes.
I wanna, you know what I'm trying to get from you are tips to be told to the newcomers to the world of professional sport,
Yes.
those who are going to participate in international competitions. Tell me just a recipe
Yes.
or some tips. You have your camera, 1, 2, 3. Number 1, train hard, for example.
Yeah, train hard, never give up, train stronger, and you will fall sometimes in your way, and you will get some difficulties, and it's not that easy, and you must know that it's not that easy, but you're going to overcome it and go
With this
harder.
confidence and with this smile.
Yes.
Last but not least, I had this till the end because I am a mom and I know when my kid is now such a very nice big young lady,
Yes.
and she wanna tell me something, because I felt whenever you were speaking about your mom, by the way, your eyes were shining.
Yeah.
She is behind the success. She felt under pressure whenever I'm competing, even more than me. I try to avoid looking at her face when I'm competing, so I would not be affected by her emotions, stuff like that. What's her name?
Mona.
Well, Mrs. Mona, you did great. And the result, the fruit is here in front of me. Such a nice young lady who returned back with a medal for Egypt, and she deserved to be better. But you are going to listen from this, you're going to listen from her regarding this. You have your camera, have such a message to your mom. And if you want to choose another one, it's okay, but your mom first.
Okay, I'm really thankful for you, Mom, for doing me such an athlete. And I don't know how did you get me up for like this daughter. I don't think I'm gonna go a doctor like this, or I'm going to go
Speak
for
to
each
her.
training.
I'm not here.
Yes, okay. I'm going to go to each training like from 5 a.m. and sleep late at night, and then go to work and do all my bags, for example, or washing, or cooking, or talking to my coaches and regulating each and every sport. I don't know what to say. Like, she's an awesome mom.
She's awesome, and you're an awesome girl, and you deserve what you do have. And I know that you are going to continue in the right path. All your dreams, inshallah, are going to come true. And Noreen, we are going to leave you, ma'am, with a promise to see you again.
Yes,
with
of course.
more ranks.
Yes.
After returning from China, with more medals, and after raising the Egyptian flag. And I think that you are going to be a reason behind listening to the national anthem, inshallah.
Ciao.
Noreen Boulos, my dear guest. She is a modern pentathlon athlete, and I had the honor to have her. Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much.
Well, by this we come to the end of this episode of Score Sheet. We meet again same time on Nile TV International. On behalf of Dr. Muhammad Rabia, Amr Fathallah, the staff of our Studio 35, and myself, Nermeen Abdurrahman, many thanks for watching always and forever with my love.